welcome back to my channel. So a few weeks ago I did a video on this channel that was 10 things that they don't tell you about childbirth. So many of you guys left comments and feedback on the video, and I remember reading through all of the comments and remembering little things about my own birthing experiences that I'd totally forgotten about that you guys had obviously remembered from your own childbirth experiences. And I thought that was so cool. And I also had a few comments from you guys requesting that I do a follow-up or like a prequel video on 10 things that they don't tell you about pregnancy. So I thought that that would be a really fun one to do today. I've got a whole lot of clips that I've gathered together from my videos that I did when I was pregnant with Heidi, Archie and Louie. So some of these video clips that you guys are going to see are like 5 years old, and I'm this little 19-year-old who's just completely oblivious to what pregnancy is like and completely new to this whole mothering thing. And I thought it was really fun to watch, so I'm super excited to share those with you guys, especially those of you who haven't seen them before. So before I do jump into them, I just wanted to give you guys a quick little note. So obviously there are so many different symptoms that women experience when they are pregnant, and you often hear the ones like increased sense of smell or morning sickness or moodiness in the media or in the movies. So I'm going to try and give you guys the ones that they don't tell you about. And as always, if you guys have any ones that you would like to add to my list, then please feel free to put them down in the comment box below. Or if you haven't had children of your own, maybe you know someone who's had some sort of weird or different experiences when they were pregnant that you would like to share. Or if you just have any questions or anything, feel free to put those in the comment box below as well, and I will try to get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, so here are my 10 things that they don't tell you about pregnancy. Number 1. So it's not uncommon for women to crave certain foods and things when they are pregnant. I'm sure you guys have seen in the movies and things all these women asking for like the pickles and the ice cream or like pizza in the middle of the night. And that is totally normal. That's something that a lot of people know about. But one thing you guys might not know about is that some women crave non-food items. So when I was pregnant for the first time with my daughter Heidi, I totally craved cigarettes. Now, not in the sense that you guys might imagine someone craving cigarettes, because I've never smoked in my life. I've never been hooked on cigarettes or anything like that. So the idea of me smoking a cigarette is weird. But what is even weirder is that I didn't want to smoke it. I wanted to eat it. Not even joking with you guys. Do not worry, I did not give in to that temptation. But for a couple of days there, I think it might have even been a week or two, I wanted nothing more than to just take a lit cigarette and just eat it. Like, the scent of a cigarette was really attractive to me. Not that I went around smelling people's cigarettes, because obviously that's not only bad for me, but would have been terrible for my baby. But I just really wanted to eat a cigarette. And for the life of me, I cannot find the footage. I spent hours today looking for it of me saying that to camera when I'm 19, so you guys would believe me. But it totally happened. If you guys happen to find the video, please feel free to link it down below, because I cannot seem to find it. Number 2. As you get further on into your pregnancy, when you've got this huge big belly and it's pushing up on your lungs and everything, you might expect that you get a little bit short of breath. But what some people don't know is that right from the get-go, women seem to start getting short of breath. I have no idea why this happens. If anyone wants to explain it, please feel free to go ahead. But every time I fall pregnant, very early on, I seem to just be short of breath all the time. Like, from the first day I get a positive pregnancy test, I cannot seem to breathe properly.
I'm trying. I thought I might do a pregnancy test. The pregnancy test, it's got the control line, but I'm still waiting a few more minutes for it to get properly seasoned, as Gina would say. So I'm going to see what the deal is.
I also seem to feel really faint right from the beginning as well, and I think it might have something to do with the breathlessness. I'm not sure, but I'll just find that every time I stand up from a seat, I feel really faint, or even if I'm standing up for too long, I need to sit down because I will literally pass out. Number 3. This is one which I feel like pretty much everybody already knows about, and that is feeling emotional. But what you may not know is that sometimes it goes a little bit further than bawling your eyes out when watching a sad movie. I've had a few pretty embarrassing experiences which I've documented on my vlogs where I will just be full on bawling for no reason. What was I watching? I was watching like the season finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians the other day, and yeah, I felt like I needed to cry when Courtney had her baby. So
So that was kind of weird. I was like, are you serious, Ashley? So I just bawled my eyes out because I was making dinner and I really felt like KFC. I'm not even kidding. I just realized how stupid that sounded. I really felt like KFC, and the more I made dinner, the more I realized I couldn't have KFC.
And that is just something that comes with the pregnancy territory. It cannot be helped, and you just have to accept it and embrace it. Number 4. This one is kind of weird and kind of gross, and I don't know if it's one which you guys may already know about or not, but it is this weird brown belly line that pregnant women seem to get. I've gotten it with every single one of my children, and it's like a line that starts right up from the top of your belly, goes straight down through your belly button and right down to your pelvis. I don't know why it comes there. I think it's called like the Linea Nigra. Don't know what it's for, don't know why it's there. It almost looks like the kind of hairy line that a man would get, which is kind of gross. But hey, it's just one of those things that I've learned to love and accept about pregnancy. Number 5. So some of these symptoms that I've mentioned so far are ones that not every single woman would experience, but I'm pretty sure every single woman who's been pregnant has experienced this stage before, and it is the crazy cleaning lady stage. Sometimes it starts really early in your pregnancy, sometimes it starts really late. But if you have had a baby before, you'll probably know this stage as the nesting period, and you just lose all sense of what is achievable in your day and go hard out. I mean hard out, you guys. Thursday and Friday, I absolutely ran myself ragged, just running around all day from crack of dawn in the morning. Like one day I woke up at 1 a.m. and kept going all through the day, just doing housework and scrubbing all of the skirting before. It's like this really raw mama bear instinct that takes over you and says, I have to clean this house right here, right now, and have it perfect for when my baby arrives. And sometimes you find yourself waking up in the wee hours of the morning and then working right through till like midnight to make sure that you achieve this. Number 6. Out of all the points that I've given you guys so far, I think this one is definitely the most common and the most widely known, and that is peeing all the time. It makes total sense that when you have this huge belly weighing down on your bladder, that you're gonna need to pee all the time. But another thing that they don't tell you is that it starts so early on. Sickness. I have been peeing a lot, actually. A lot. Don't remember that with Archie, but I remember my grandma commenting on how much I was peeing with Heidi, which is really bizarre. This is actually something that I and many other women that I know feel kick in like right from the get-go. Right from the time you get that positive pregnancy test, it's like, I need to go all the time. You'll find yourself waking up 7, 8, 9 times a night to go to the toilet when you don't even have this belly yet. I've heard it has something to do with your change in hormones. Personally, I think it's because I always feel really thirsty in those first few weeks of pregnancy, but really who knows, it's anyone's guess. Number 7. This is something that I've gotten with every single pregnancy. I don't know if too many other people experience it, so let me know if you're a mama out there and you've had this one as well. But I found with every pregnancy, I get sick so easily. I'm so susceptible to bugs and infections, and every time I get them, they hit me so hard. I found myself going to hospital multiple times throughout all of my pregnancies just from getting like a little 24-hour bug. Number 8. So this one's probably a little bit TMI, so I apologize to you guys in advance, but this is one which I know every woman has experienced, and it is that last trimester pressure in your pelvis. I can't explain it in any other way than feeling like I have been kicked in the groin all the time. And for some people, they only get that feeling like right in the very end of their pregnancy when the baby's sort of descending down. I had it for pretty much the last 4 or 5 weeks of all of my pregnancies, and it's one of the major things that cause that really attractive waddle that women seem to get at the very end of their pregnancies. Number 9. Once you start to get that big baby bump in your way, comfortable sleeping is no longer an option. So yeah, I've been really tired, which is really hard when you've got an active little bubba like this. Tired lately, like come nighttime, I'm just absolutely flat out exhausted. To start with, I've been quite tired. I've had a few rough nights sleeping, so I'm the kind of person who has to sleep on my stomach every night. So whenever I'm pregnant, it's something you can't do. You can't lie on your baby. You're also not allowed to lie on your back, because you can crush the vena cava, I think it's called, and it's an artery that supplies blood from the placenta back to you, or from you to the placenta, or something or other. But either way, you're not supposed to really do it, and you're not supposed to lie on your left side, I think it is, for the same reason. Or it might be the right side. Either way, you only have basically one way to sleep. You'll also find yourself stealing all the pillows in the bed to prop your legs up, to prop your belly up, just to find a comfortable position. And then once you've finally found the comfortable position, you'll find that your body temperature has skyrocketed, so you have to get out of bed, strip off all your clothes, and start all over again. That's when you'll find that your baby either gets the hiccups or decides to start kicking you in the ribs. And oh my gosh, you guys, rib kicking is so far from those cute little pregnancy kicks that you get in the early stages of pregnancy. Rib kicks are the worst when you are trying to sleep at night, and that's always when they attack. And then when your baby finally goes to sleep, you're finally in a comfortable position, you'll need to pee again. And finally, number 10. I've always said that pregnancy is the longest 9 months of your life, followed by the shortest 9 months of your life, because once that baby's born, time starts to absolutely fly by. All of a sudden you wake up and you've got this 1-year-old child who's not a newborn anymore. Or in my case, you have a 2-year-old that you're still referring to as a baby. But in particular, those last 2 to 4 weeks of pregnancy, right when you're like, this baby could come any day now, is when you find yourself sitting there all day, every day, waiting on a baby, and it is so slow. You're tired, you're uncomfortable, you're anticipating the whole birth experience, you're looking forward to meeting your new baby, and it drags out, you guys. Mind you, there are some people who really enjoy their pregnancies. I have a friend who's loving the end of her pregnancy right now. Me, however, not so much. I am super impatient and I just want to get to that end goal and meet my new bubba. So that concludes my 10 things that they don't tell you about pregnancy. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I, as always, enjoyed making this one. As mentioned before, it was so fun to sift through all of those clips and find ones that were sort of applicable to the points that I was giving, even though I wasn't able to find one for every single point. If you guys found yourself watching this video and nodding or shaking your head, then please let me know in the comments down below. And if you love this video, make sure to give it that big thumbs up. Hit subscribe if you're new so you can be on top of these videos whenever they do come out. And if you want to follow me on my other social media accounts, I have Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, Instagram, and Snapchat. I think I've remembered them all, but if I don't, all the links are down below anyway. And other than that, I'll see you guys all next week. Bye!